Hi, and welcome back to another reading vlog. I don't know why I'm updating you this early in the morning. It's like 8 o'clock, so this is around the time I usually wake up. I'm tired. I went to bed last night and I didn't finish editing my vlog. So here I am editing my vlog. I basically didn't edit anything, but I was just like, I'm tired. I want to go to bed. I don't want to do this. And I was like, you know, you've been up late editing vlogs every day this week. Just take one day. Plus, I want to get a lot of sleep, so I wanted to get more sleep just because, you know, for this readathon I've been, like, up late editing the vlogs and I still wake up at 8, so I slept, like, an hour more than I usually do, so that's good, that's positive. Yeah, I haven't got any reading done this morning as I just woke up, so I'm going to finish editing my vlog, upload it, and then I'm going to head outside to read it in 27 days, and yeah, I'm hopefully going to listen to more of the audiobook of On the Fence today and hopefully finish that, so that would be great. My grandparents are off at church this morning, so I have plenty of time to read, which will be good. So I just wanted to pop in and do a short little update now, and yeah, I'll see you guys in like the next little thing. That'll be a while for me, but short for you. I already made this joke this week, but yeah.
I just want to say, I'm really mad at how the lighting turned out for this video. Like, ugh. Like, it's so annoying, and I can't, like, go back and refilm this, you know? It's just so frustrating when, like, the lighting sucks. So, there's my rant of the day. Okay.
I'm very at it with the vlog, so it's now 9:35, so I was editing for a while, and then I wanted to watch Books on Lala's vlog, so I did that. And now, I'm waiting for it to save. It's like 99% there. So, once it's saved, I will upload it. Oh, looks like it's about to save. It's about to finish saving. So once that is, done, I'm gonna upload the video, and then what am I gonna do? I'm going to read. I'm going to probably actually listen to the audiobook of On the Fence, but I'm currently filming another let's play route thing for Love Struck, so I'm doing this a lot. I'm gonna be annoyed editing this and be like all the ums and ums and ums. That's something I've noticed about myself. I constantly say when I don't know what to say, and I do this like weird laugh thing. I've also noticed. Now I'm trying not to do it. This is a challenge. We're gonna try not to say the rest of the day in these vlogs, but that's gonna be a fail. I just did it. I'm trying not to say that much because I know it's so annoying editing it for myself. I'm gonna go and read actually now so I can actually give you a reading update, but I've already vlogged quite a bit and it's only been like an hour since I've been awake. But yeah, I will see you guys later on. Hey guys, bye. So it's like 11 o'clock I want to say? It's 11:22, I was right. I did a bit of reading outside before it got a bit too hot. I'm on page 206, so I'm going to have to wait until the evening to continue and finish reading this because right now it is too hot outside and I just cannot. I'm not. No. Especially when I'm wearing like this. It's too much. No. I also picked up a bit of On the Fence. I haven't read a lot of it. I'm on page 134, so making my way through this. Not as quickly as I did the past two Casey West books, but I'm just like, I can't read another Casey West book, so otherwise I'm gonna fall into another reading slump, I feel like. As much as I adore her books, I'm just like, I think I'm getting sick of them, so I need to stop. So now, I have my coffee. My mom got me some hot chocolate, which I'm very happy about. So now I'm having like coffee I enjoy, because I haven't really enjoyed my coffee this week, or like any week recently. I don't know, I've really not liked coffee all of a sudden, so there's that. Now, I'm going to set the timer for like half an hour, and I'm going to read more of Nerve, and then I need to do the photo challenge, and I need to do the video challenge. So I am going to read Nerve for a bit, and then do all those other things. So I will update you guys in another little bit. But guess what? Bye for now. I finished Nerve. I finished Nerve. I finished Nerve. I finished Nerve. Did you hear that? I finished Nerve. I finally finished Nerve. You know, I thought this would be a very easy book for me to read simply because I absolutely love the movie. But seeing as basically anything that happened in the movie did not happen in this book, and it was completely different, I was still somewhat invested, more like towards the end and like when stuff was happening I was like, ah, rather than the beginning parts. Whereas in the beginning I think I liked the beginning part of the movie rather than the end parts, but I think the movie I just loved it all entirely. But I finished it. there was things I wasn't exactly expecting to happen that did happen, so caught me off guard. I heard my alarm go off for 12:30, and I was like, nah, I'm finishing this. I'm so happy that I finally finished this book, and you guys don't have to hear me talk about it, even though there's no more vlogs for Reading Rush after this, but I finished it, and I feel like such an accomplishment just because it took me so long, and now I can watch the movie, which I'm so excited about, and all the things. So I've officially read 4 books for this readathon, which is incredible that I finished 4 books this week, and I'm still planning on reading like 3 more. We can do it, it's fine. I finished it. Can I do a dance? Victorious dance. I finished the book. Aww. Guess what? I finished it. I finished it. I finished it. You got my red shelf now, which is awesome. And yeah, so now I need to take my Instagram picture for the day, which I have an idea of what I'm going to do, so that should be pretty simple. I need to film my video for today. Again, that should be pretty simple to do. And then edit it and upload both of them. I'm also really thirsty right now, so I'm going to go have some juice. Maybe change into some colder clothes because I love this outfit so much, but I am boiling in this, and I'm inside. I think I'm going to just go change for like the 3rd time today. Whatever. It's fine. I finished Nerve. I'll see you guys later with another vlog to update you on my progress. There's gonna be a lot of vlogs today, so it's gonna be a longer vlog, especially since I'm not editing it tonight, which is so nice to think about that I don't have to edit it. But yeah, I will see you guys a little bit later on.
Hey guys,
So,
Emily.
bye.
My shelves are still a mess, and I'm probably not gonna fix them before I update you guys again. But it's like almost 8 o'clock at night, so it's about time that I'm gonna head outside and try to finish in 27 days. But I did have an update for you. I finished On the Fence by Casey West. I'm probably gonna give it a 4 out of 5 stars. So I did end up liking it more than The Fill-In Boyfriend, and not only that, I think I liked it a lot more than I did the first time. Maybe because I'm so much more into the best friend relationship than I was a couple years ago. I absolutely adored this book, as I do with all Casey West books. So far, this is probably my 3rd favorite, and my 2nd least favorite at the moment, because I've only read 4 Casey West books. But I would like to read more soon just because I want to do a whole guide to Casey West video, so now these books are all fresh in my head, so I should be able to remember them pretty well for whenever I want to do that video, which is not soon because I still have to get my hands on Pivot Point and Split Second, which are the only 2 books by her that I don't own. But I finished this book, I really enjoyed it, I really loved it, I loved the relationship between the main character and the love interest. It was so sweet and cute, and I was just like, I don't know, towards the end I was like so rooting for it. Like I knew it happened, but I was like, these 2 better get together, I swear, I want them together so badly. I and I've read this book and I'm like, I don't know, I know that I've read this book and I know what happens, but it was sweet seeing them together and just like, I love this book. It was great. It was a good time. I enjoyed it, and I'm glad that I picked it up again, because for some reason that was my least favorite, but no. It's probably my 3rd favorite. So after that, I finished that. I was just like, I want to read another Casey West book, which I thought I'd be sick of Casey West at this point. Surprisingly, no. So I really want to pick up P.S. I Like You, but like, I'm not gonna do that tonight. I can't. Moving on. I think that's all I really have to tell you guys at the moment. I'm going to try to read. Oh yes, I also picked up like the first 8 minutes of the selection. We knew this was gonna happen at some point. I was gonna lose my mind, and I want to read this book at some point because I've been talking about it all week. So I read like the first couple of pages. I'm only like 8 minutes into it, so I can't really give you the exact page count because I don't know what page I'm on. But I've just started it. Nothing's happened really, and I'm not gonna continue it tonight. I'm debating using this for my purple book, but I also remembered that I haven't watched the Nerve movie yet. So at this point in time, my goal is to finish in 27 days, read this, then I'm going to watch the movie, and then I'm going to bed. So that is my reading agenda for the night, and I will update you guys later when I have something else to tell you. I've uploaded my video, I posted the link, so all the things are good. And yeah, I will update you guys soon once I'm probably my last update of the Reading Rush, which is kind of sad. But yeah, I will see you guys later. Well, I can already tell you I'm gonna regret staying up tomorrow, but it's fine. Hey guys, it's Emily. It's later on. It's like 10:43 at night, and I did it! I did it! I finished this book and I read the whole thing outdoors! Even when it got dark, even when the bugs started coming out, even when I wanted to hit a mosquito with my book, actually I did do that. Like, there was a mosquito on my blanket, and this one mosquito, it keeps attacking me, and I was just like, and I was so mad. I didn't die or anything, but I wanted death from this book to come out and kill this thing, or like Havoc to cause
was like chaos with this mosquito because it was bothering me so much. And I'm so itchy now. I feel like the mosquito probably bit me when I was not noticing, just because that's my luck. And that's what I signed up for, reading this entire thing outdoors. Never again. I mean, I had fun, and I think the challenge was fun. And like, I loved this book so much, it was worth it. And I stayed awake outside. So a lot of positives. But I don't think I can read an entire book outside ever again, and I'm never going to do that again. I mean, never say never, but I mean, who knows? Could do that again, but most likely, from this experience, Emily, future Emily, if you're watching this, never do that again. It's a difficult challenge. I didn't realize how difficult it would be, because sometimes it gets too hot, and sometimes it's too cold, and sometimes it's too dark, and all the things. I didn't really think of all the other things that were going to come to... I'm getting a lot of teats. Oh, there's another reading sprint. They're going live for the last hour. I'm participating. They've motivated me to read my comic. I already knew I was doing that, but that's awesome, and I'm so happy. Oh my gosh, I'm going. I'm pumped. Anyways, I just finished this thing, and I'm so happy about it. It was amazing. It was incredible. I'm gonna give it 5 stars yet again. I think I even loved it more than I did the first time, and I know I loved it a lot the first time. I either loved it as equal as I did the first time, or I love it even more. I did start crying again, like a little bit. Like there was like, it wasn't like I was sobbing or like close to tears, but I was like my eyes started watering. And it wasn't even like at the part, like I was shaking at the part when like bad things were happening, but like when the happy moment happened after the bad stuff, I was like verge of tears kind of thing. I love this book, and I'm so glad that this is like an actual thing now. Like I know this came out a couple years ago already, but I'm so glad this is like a book that I can hold in my hands and is like an actual published book now. Like I remember reading this book on Wattpad, and I was like, this book is the most incredible thing on this app. It is actual literature. Like that's how it felt. Like it didn't feel like I've read a lot of Wattpad books. I mean, at that time I hadn't, but I read quite a few Wattpad books. A lot of them read like unpublished books. But in 27 days, read like a published literature, and it was just incredible. It felt like an actual book, which is so amazing, and it's still probably my favorite book on that app, and it's still on there, but I highly suggest you buy the published version to support the author if you are interested. And I just love this book, and I'm just like glad it's a physical thing in my hands now that I can like talk about and hold up and talk about on camera kind of thing. And this book is just so lovely and amazing and great and all the things. I love this book. Enough said. Now, I'm trying to get the last 7th book done so I can get the 7th book badge, and there's an hour left of the readathon. So I'm going to try to read this Archie comic during their live. This shouldn't take me that long. This one has like, I don't know if you want to call this purple, but I think it's purple. But I might pick, this one seems like a bit thicker, so I'm thinking I'm going to choose a smaller comic just because I want something short. And I've already counted Nerve as my purple book. You know, there's purple right here. It's slightly purple. It looks purple to me. It's going to be a purple, like if I serve my shelves rainbow, this will be on my purple shelf. Thank you. Alright, I'm counting it as purple. It's fine. So I'll find an Archie comic to read, and I will update you when the readathon is over. So yeah, that's my last update during the readathon, and I will see you guys when it's all over. But thank you guys so much, and I will see you.
I'm just gonna film the vlog like this just because I'm comfy and I'm tired, and I should probably sleep. I have like a mild headache. It's like small, which I guess I should have expected, but whatever, it's fine. On a random note, I found this picture of Alex Cyprin in my Archie comic, so I was using this as a bookmark. So that's fun because I love Alex. I finished this Archie comic. I feel like some of it I paid attention to and some of it I didn't pay attention to. I paid attention more towards the end, probably because the last story took place in BC. So I really liked that one. That one was my favorite. Plus I had Betty and Veronica, and I liked Betty and Veronica. Yeah, I had fun participating in the live reading. That was a lot of fun, and I'm glad I participated because I feel like the last 2 that I watched, I didn't really get to participate in that much. I had a lot of fun. I kind of feel like doing the wrap up right now, but at the same time, it's probably best that I go to sleep. That's all I'm going to tell you guys for now. And I will see you guys tomorrow if I wrap up sometime, because I don't know, I don't feel like doing it now, and I think it's probably better to do it tomorrow, and when I'm more awake and alive to tell you guys my opinions, because obviously I'm like gonna die now. It was kind of fun because being on the reading, just because like we like waited until like midnight. It was like the last hour of the readathon, and it was just like really fun on the live stream. So I'm glad I participated in that, and I'm glad it was a live stream, and
yeah, I probably participated if it was a sprint too. Probably would have got this done sooner if it was a sprint. And that's why like I started like reading this like while they were talking, like when we weren't doing reading stuff. But I was just like, I need to get this done. I'm so determined to get this done. So finished it just in time. I read 7 books in 1 week. 4 of them I finished today. I finished 4 books today. Like most of them I've like already started, so it's not like I started and finished 4 books today, but still. Like a lot of them like I had like over 100 pages left. I read a lot of pages today, and we're gonna figure out that page count tomorrow. So I need to go. I need to stop talking, and I've been talking too long. So, and probably half this is gonna be edited out knowing me just because I ramble when I'm tired, and that's probably what I'm doing right now. So anyways, I'm going to bed. Hopefully this looks okay.
Guys,
Good night.
it's Emily, and it is now the end of the readathon. So now I'm going to update you on basically all that I read this week, my reading stats, and all of the things you want to know about how this week went for me. This is honestly the best reading week I have ever had in my life. Never have I ever completed as many books as I did during this week, and especially during a readathon. I've never completed this much during a readathon, and this is just like crazy. I can't believe I completed this much, and I'm so proud of myself, and I think I accomplished a lot. I'm really happy. Let's get into the things that I read this week. The first book that I completed was Always and Forever, Lara Jean by Jenny Han. This book counted for the challenge of read a book with more than 5 words in the title and reading a book that you wanted to read last year. This book has been sitting on my shelf since last year when I read both To All of the Boys at Level 4 and P.S. I Still Love You. I gave this book a 4 out of 5 stars. It was not my favorite in the series, but I enjoyed reading it and seeing things that happened, but I also felt that things were kind of just happening for the sake of happening and going wrong for the sake of going wrong. It just was just happening just because it needed to happen. But I do think this book did wrap up pretty well, but I wouldn't mind seeing another book, seeing more where the story could go, because I kind of see it going more places even though it's over. The second book I finished reading was By Your Side by Casey West. This book counts for the book you wanted to read last year. This also completes the badge of being a 5-star book because I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars. So this book just counts for a book I wanted to read last year and the year before. This book is incredible. I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did, but I absolutely fell in love with this story. This is the first Casey West book to get 5 stars out of me. I've only given like 4.5 was my highest, and that was To the Distance Between Us, but this one got a higher rating. I loved this book. I adored this book. I adored the romance. I adored everything about it. Like, especially adored the romance. I was just such a sucker for it, and it was so sweet and cute and lovely. I really liked the romances that included the mysterious loners this week. I will say that was a trend. I was like so in love with these romances with the mysterious loners who were like somewhat mean to the main character, or the main character didn't exactly like them in the beginning or whatever. I was such trash for mysterious loners who have a dark side or mysterious past. I don't know, I really like the mystery or something. I don't know, I'm like obsessed with that for some reason. But this story is about this girl and this guy who get stuck in the library over the weekend, and things happened, things went down, things went places I didn't expect them to, but I absolutely adored this book. I finished it in 1 day and started it that same day, so that was incredible. The next book I completed was The Villain Boyfriend by Casey West. This is another Casey West book. I read quite a few Casey West books during this readathon. This was a reread for me, however, I actually ended up giving it a lower rating than I did the first time. I only gave it a 3 out of 5 stars. This book does not count for any of the challenges, but I wanted to read it anyways, so I did. I enjoyed it. I technically never finished this book, so I'm glad that I have technically completed it now. It was a good read. This book is about this girl, and her boyfriend dumps her on prom night, and she was very excited to introduce this guy to her friends because her friends don't believe that she actually has a boyfriend, and now that he's dumped her, they're all gonna be like, oh, you just lied to us about your boyfriend. So she gets a guy to fill in as her boyfriend for the night at prom. I like the romance. Yeah, it was good. The next book I completed was Nerd by Jeanne Ryan. This book counts for the challenge of read a book with purple on the cover. It's kind of purple. It's more purple in the back, but whatever, I'm counting it. This also counts for the challenge of read a book to movie adaptation. And is this the author's first book? I think this actually might count for the author's first book. I feel like this is her first book, actually. If it is, it also counts for that challenge. This book I ended up giving 3 out of 5 stars, or I think I gave it actually a 3.5. I think I upped my rating to a 3.5. Overall, I think because I was in love with the movie so much, I think that also affected the biased opinion I had on this book. Since they weren't as similar as the movie, I kind of didn't like it as much since I absolutely adored the movie. I just didn't really connect with this book as much as it connected with the movie. I feel like I just connected with it more. There were
things that happened that I was kind of like, okay, that it kind of just happened for shock value, but then things were resolved like the next chapter, and it's like, well then, why was that put in there? I think I got annoyed at the characters too easily. I could get bored too easily. It wasn't till like the last chunk of the book that I was very much into it. Those are my overall thoughts. I think it's open-ended, but I guess it's a thriller. Thrillers can be open-ended in that sense. But I think I had more higher expectations going into it, thinking it was going to be like the movie, and it ended up not being like the movie, which is okay, because obviously this is movies based off the book, not the other way around. Can't really blame the author for that, but I just liked the movie better. I know, I'm sorry. I'm a terrible person. I liked the movie better than the book. That doesn't always happen, but this is one of those cases. Then the next book that I completed was On the Fence by Casey West. This book does not count for any of the challenges yet again. That seems to be an ongoing thing. I think I just wanted to read Casey West and I needed an excuse. Oh, this is just an audiobook I had. It was 6 hours and that's why I picked it up. This book I actually ended up giving 4 stars, which originally I thought this was my least favorite, but turns out it is not, because Bill and Boyfriend is my least favorite. I really found myself rooting for this relationship. Even though this book was a reread, I was still rooting for the relationship, I think even more than I did the first time. I think I even liked this book more than I did the first time, which was really nice. This book is about this girl who is a tomboy, and after getting a ticket, like a speeding ticket, her dad forces her to get a job at somewhere, and she ends up getting a job at this girly store, and she starts getting into more girly things, which is weird for her, but she somehow enjoys it, and she kind of starts changing. And there's also this boy that lives next door who she's been best friends with her whole life, and they start having these like little fence chats and stuff. It was really good. I enjoyed it. The next book I completed was In 27 Days by Alison Gervis. This book counts for the challenge of read a book in the same place the whole time. I read this book entirely outside. This also counts for the challenge of reading a book with a non-human character. Death is a character in this book. This also counts for the challenge of read a book you meant to read last year, because I did start reading this last year, but I actually didn't finish it. And this also counts for another challenge of reading an author's first book. So I really honestly adored the story. I read this book originally on Wattpad, so I was curious to see what was different in the new version. There were some differences that I didn't notice, but it was basically the same book, which was really nice to see that she didn't change a lot, and that it was still very, very similar to the Wattpad story, because I absolutely adored the Wattpad story. I am glad I read this book. It was so sweet and cute and lovely and wonderful, and I wish more people would talk about it. This was my favorite book that I read during the readathon. I give it a full 5 out of 5 stars once again, and I highly recommend it to everyone. This book's amazing. The last book that I completed during the readathon was Archie's All-Canadian Digest, and this book I just simply gave 3 stars. I picked it up because it was short, it was 92 pages, and it was a comic, so I could get through it really quickly, and I wanted to complete 7 books. And the last thing I want to talk about is I read 8 pages of the selection, so I'm not really going to give you opinions on that, but I read 8 pages of it, so it counts in my page count. So I completed all of the reading challenges. I read 7 books during this readathon, and I am so proud of myself. I also read over 2,000 pages. The exact page count is 2,036 pages. I was not expecting to read 7 books when I started this readathon, and I'm just really proud of my accomplishments and where I am and what happened with this. I think I'm really proud of myself, and I'm glad how this all turned out. And yeah, I had a blast during this readathon, whether I was putting too much water in brownies or attempting to dance. I had fun during this readathon. I really actually fell in love with doing Bookstagram photos, which I'd kind of done a bit of Bookstagram before, but I absolutely enjoyed doing Bookstagram this week, and I'm definitely going to continue on with doing more photos on my Instagram just because I had a blast doing it. So I'm going to continue on with that. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this thing. I think the only thing that I didn't actually fail this week was this readathon, because I completed 7 books, which was not a challenge, but I got all the badges besides like the magic badge that you need to get before the readathon, but otherwise I got every single badge. Like, look at that. Isn't it pretty? I'm gonna hang this up in my room, honestly. Like, I'm gonna print these out and I'm gonna put them somewhere and hang them up because I am so proud of all the things I completed. I got the 2019 Reader, completed all the 2019 reading challenges, read a book with purple on the cover, read a book in the same spot the whole time. Oh yes, this also counts as read a a book in the same spot the whole time because I read this all in my bed while watching the live read-in. Read a book with over 5 words in the title, read a 5-star book, read a book you meant to read last year, read a book with a non-human main character, read 7 books, read an author's first book, read over 1,000 pages, read and watch a book-to-movie adaptation. The only thing I haven't done is watch the movie, but otherwise, I've done everything else, and I'm counting it because I read the book. And I've already seen the movie, so it's fine. Made a Reading Rush BookTube video, posted a Reading Rush Bookstagram, participated in a Twitter sprint, and go to a reading. I did all the things, and I'm so glad that I got all the badges. I wasn't even expecting to get all the badges. I wasn't expecting to complete all the challenges. I was not expecting to read 7 books, guys. At the beginning of the week, I can honestly tell you, was not planning at all to read 7 books. It wasn't until like the last couple of days where I was like, I think I can honestly read 7 books. I know this video is probably going on way too long, but I just want to thank everyone who's been watching my videos this week, and I want to thank Ariel and Merlene for hosting the Reader Rush. I had a blast doing it. Let me know how you guys did during the Reading Rush, if you guys participated. I'd love to hear from you. And yeah, I will see you guys in a new video coming to you sometime soon. So whenever that is. I don't know when that is. Sometime soon. Probably another reading vlog, something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I don't know what I'm doing yet. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye!
Let go of everything.